So they tell her to shop online, don't they?
No. What do you mean? She's not allowed out of the house unless she has a mask on, even though that she can't breathe.
So like she can't go to doctor's appointments, nothing?
Nope. Not allowed on the city transit, not allowed nothing.
No, that's just ableist.
So how are we in a free country?
It's not free. I wouldn't call anything about your country free.
But Canada is so fucking messed up that lots of people still argue that we're free, and that people like me and like you know what lots of people tell my girlfriend?
What?
Suck it up.
But that's
Deal.
not fair. A country should be able to accommodate to people's needs.
So explain to me how I'm in a free nation.
You're not.
So now go explain that to the rest of the retarded population. Yep.
Now I know why you want to blow your brains out. I got a legendary chest. Let's go, boys.
Right, and I'm like for nothing either than like love, peace, and
it was a gold scar. I'm done for this game. Sorry.
Right,
Sorry,
and that's the sad thing is like we're supposed to be like so loving and like all this shit, and like, so, people are so ignorant and so blind.
I could carry that med kit. I already got one.
All right. Yeah, people are so blind. It's
funny, or it just pisses you off.
I want to puke.
It makes me almost throw up a second. I feel like I'm gonna throw up now. Like physically, what the fuck?
Right, and then like I don't like violence, right?
Yeah. But
so
that
what
makes
are my
you want to do
choices?
violence.
So no, but so what are my choices now?
Violence or violence? Like really, at this point, this is like, okay, I don't know. I don't know if y'all have a constitution or not.
We do, but that's the thing is that that's how construed they've let it get.
That y'all lose a constitution, like our constitution.
No,
like,
our constitution means nothing. Because they've construed it so bad.
I feel like you. Okay, like, and I know there's like certain there are laws like worldwide, like universal laws that every country has to follow.
No.
What in the fuck?
Yeah. Right. So like me being like the peace, love hippie that I am. The only way that I'm gonna get the freedoms that I deserve is violence. And if I don't agree with violence,
that's how our country went. Like we fed up with that shit and basically started protesting, and we had to get violent in order for change. And change still hasn't really happened, but we're slowly progressing, but not at the rate we want. And you know what's ironic? More kids are doing that shit. You aren't, but my country is slowly progressing.
Because we don't want violence, right? We're so.
Y'all want to be like that's like why you see in the news that Canada's so peaceful and stuff, because nobody wants to start violence there. But like all over here, that's all you hear about is violence, violence, violence. Because like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what happens, and violence is always gonna happen because you're gonna need violence in order to get shit done.
But exactly, but I don't want that.
And like I think it's countries that set up the standard that and like if your country
like you
isn't
realize that I don't want violence. You realize that I want to be able to like just like when you and Self and I were working together earlier, right?
Yeah.
That's what I want, right? Because like there should be no reason why we all have the same interest, right?
Hello?
We all want to
Hello?
beat Fortnite.
Yeah.
Hey.
What
Can
up,
you hear me?
Self?
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you now.
We all
I
want
just
to
thought you were being quiet. Shit.
We all want to beat Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
That was
So
on my speaker.
why can't everybody in my country
Be a mini Fortnite.
want that? Right? But so now I'm left with the choice of violence and more violence, and I don't like it because I don't.
And like I don't like violence either.
We're not in the Stone Age, man. We can talk
But,
our
like,
problems out.
But like you know what? We're slowly progressing backwards towards it.
Right, and there's no reason for it. There's no reason.
There's always a fix, but people don't want to use that fix, and that pisses me off. Like,
Right,
people want
me
to take,
too.
no,
Me
all
too.
people care about is fucking money nowadays. And that's all they want. They're like, oh, what's the way that's going to make us the most money? And it's usually the way that hurts more people. Big pot right
Well,
here
and
for you,
I
Chill.
understand that. I understand that.
I'm getting so heated talking right now, Jesus Christ. I need to, like, take a moment.
Well, that's the thing though. Is like you have to like what you're talking about is business to government, right? You have to separate those two because you can't
Yes,
mix
that's
them.
also why there's separation of church and state here. Because people would be...
Exactly right. So what you're saying though is that like if people quit wanting so much money, then like we should just
Things
quit wanting
might just
everything
get
else.
better if people
But
weren't so
then you're
fucking
talking
greedy.
about utopia, right? Because then you're mixing business and state. You see how easy that is construed,
Yes.
right? Because I'm with you, but
I also
in
feel like
reality,
greed, like, all people care about is fucking money nowadays and how much they can make the most out of it, quickest and finishes. Like your job, like I think that's a good example of your job. They'll take whatever is
exactly.
easiest,
That
pays
is
less.
exactly. And you know what? Do you want to know how hard you hit that nail on the head? Do you want to know why I chose the industry that I did?
Because it brings you the most money, you can do it fastest, and you know people are gonna choose you.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Do you want to know how much I agree with it?
How much?
I hate every ounce of it.
I'm clipping this entire thing, I want you to know, and it's all going on YouTube. And your government may not like it, but I will too.
I hate every ounce of it.
Because
Do you
you're
want to know?
like,
Do you want to know
everybody
the
needs to
choice
know
I have?
this.
Do you want to know what the choice I have? I can either be a broke motherfucker or I can hate my job and be rich as fuck. So I can either take care of my family and the people that I care about or not.
And that's what's messed up. You should be able to do something you love and
You want to know the crazy thing? You want to know the crazy thing is that me and my business partner came out to the area that we're living in 2 years ago with the idealistic purpose of changing that, to prove to the world that we could do that. You want to know what happened?
Fucking failed.
I got shit on so bad I don't even want to tell you about it.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. I had to prove it to
I know.
myself. We had to prove it to ourselves that it wasn't possible.
No, okay, we could talk about why we shouldn't say sorry on another day in another episode. But now we're talking about the government.
Well, yeah, it sucks though, right? Because like Brett and I, we worked like 68 days straight without a day off.
Jesus Christ, my mom gets like Sundays and Saturdays off, and she just sits like not to like misconstrue my mom, but and like I know she comes home.
Okay, got guys building
like,
up. Got guys building up.
She okay, now I got okay. If you missed that shot that badly, we're coming after your ass. I'm sorry, sir. Sorry, gonna edit on me like that? I'm so confused. Okay, let's focus on the game right this second. Okay, is he white? I'm assuming he's white. Self, you need to talk to us.
I'm dead.
Yeah, hold on.
I need to reload! I need to reload!
We should not be playing arena right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, so like we worked 60 for 2 years roughly. We worked 60 to 70 days in a row. Like, and we're talking 12 to 14 hours a day. And
I swear to God, Self.
And like people say hard work and all that, like should
hard
get you
work pays
somewhere.
off and blah 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 blah. Not really.
Where's
You'd
mine?
be surprised how
Where's
much hard
mine?
work.
Where's mine? We pulled
me wanna
more
lose
20
my
we
shit.
pulled more 24-hour shifts than you could even fathom.
I'd probably want to cry. I would probably want to cry.
Oh, you would cry. I made my girlfriend cry just watching me do it.
How?
Oh, so where's my golden star? Where's my house?
You deserve
Where's
like
my company?
fucking gold.
You know what I got?
You got nothing.
A hot plate of gift fuck. I had the accountant embezzle over $50,000 of our money. I had people that didn't appreciate jack shit, and I got told that I could do better.
I just retitled my stream playing trios and talking about government and life. Maybe that'll get us some views.
right? So like, where's the fairness in that? Like, you know,
Absolutely nowhere.
like our parents and everybody said, you know, hard work, hard work, hard work.
Hard work ain't shit anymore.
What do you mean? Like,
Oh, like literally, cycle of life. Grow up, go
I
to
would
school,
love
get
no
paid,
offense, like
die.
no offense to anybody here, but I would love to see you guys try to outwork me. I would love.
Don't put me to that, because I might just accept that challenge. Because I am very much one to be like,
You
I'm
would
not
not
gonna
be
lose
able to
shit.
stay up for 3 days straight
Woo,
doing physical labor.
woo, woo.
And I'm not even lying to you. Like, I'm not trying to sound big. Like, I have people who would back me up. Like, I'm not kidding when I say I have stayed up for 3 days without drugs working.
Jesus Christ, I would fucking be putting fucking steroids real quick. Like, bye, bitch.
Do you wanna know what the driving factor behind that was?
What?
My dad always told me that if you work hard enough, you'll make something of yourself. So when I wasn't making something of myself, I must have not been working hard enough, and I'm disappointing my father.
All I really have is like myself, and like maybe now like my boyfriend. Like my main motivation is I want my sister to see me and be able to see that I made something out of myself without having to worry about anybody else. And like my sister is going through that stage of life where people are being like a bitch. She's going through drama and she's dealing with drama, and
Okay,
I was that person who stayed out of drama. That's why
I
I
don't know-
think
I don't know
I'm
if
so
you know this.
carefree about people.
I don't know if you know this, but like I was raised really old school, right?
And like
you
but,
take care of your
like,
family, okay? But I held my dad as he died.
that too. My
Okay.
dad is still alive, but my parents are divorced, and I live with my mom and my grandmother.
No, like my
and,
parents got divorced, and then like I literally watched my dad get killed in front of me.
Yeah, and
And
like
it was my
like everybody goes through
responsibility-
different things, and like
It was
yeah,
my
I understand.
responsibility to take care of the family and to work hard enough to take care of the family.
And like
So-
there's also like the different misconceptions, like men have to work for the family and stuff, and like I think that's
No,
also
that's
good.
not how it was. That's not how it was. In my family, it was whoever's the oldest.
That's always the case, though.
Yeah, that is
So
usually
why-
how the
so
case
wh-
is. It's always the oldest.
So, just as hard as I went, why do I struggle to take care of my family?
Because the government's so fucked up.
You want to know what happened with my first year?
What happened?
The government took 50% of my earnings.